What you got?
Okay, start from the top. Steve Swell, Robert Boston, and Michael Vatcher. Brain in a Dish. 2020 No Business label. 11 songs. Steve Swell on trombone, Robert Boston on piano, Michael Vatcher on drums. Okay, it's from the Clean Feed label, which I love. Eve Risser. The album's called Après un Rêve, or After Awakening. 2020 Clean Feed. Eve Risser plays prepared upright piano. One song, one track, probably one track, full album length. This is Library of Babel. Apparently the guy that works there, Frank Meadows, plays bass on this. The album is called Sing to Me Of. 9 songs. And Shane Parrish on guitar, Emily Honeycutt on cello and vocals, Frank Meadows on bass. Oh, here's Harris Eisenstadt, one of my favorite drummers. This is on Clean Feed. Nate Woolley on trumpet, Alexander Hawkins on piano, Pascal Negenkemper on bass, and Harris Eisenstadt on drums. The album is called Canada Day, the Harris Eisenstadt Quartet Live. Let's see. This is the Susan Alcorn Quintet, Pedernal. This is on Relative Pitch Records 2020. Nothing else about it on the outside. Looks like though 5 people, guitar, violin, pedal steel guitar, upright bass, and percussion. This is Tim Burns Snake Oil. I have 2 records by them already. Intact Records. The album is called The Deceptive 4 Live. It's a 2-disc live set. This is Tatsuya Nakalani and Shane Parrish. The album is called Interactivity. And this is on Cuneiform Records. I know that label. Tatsuya Nakatani is percussion and Shane Parrish guitar. So just a duo there. Cool album cover. The Knicks. Nathan is a fan of this band. The album is called 3. 3 songs, 20 minutes apiece. Bloom, Lovelock, and Further on Northern Spy Records. This is Corey Smith, or Corey Smythe. The album is called Accelerate Every Voice on Pyroclastic Records. The album cover is just a guy on an iceberg. I don't know what this is about. Doesn't say anything else. So this is Satoko Fuji and Natsuki Tamura. The album is called Pentas. It says a tribute to Eric and Chris Stern. Trumpet and piano. Natsuki Tamura, trumpet. Satoko Fuji, piano. 8 songs on the Not Two label. Let's see. Same label, Not Two Records. Natsuki Tamura again and Satoko Fuji again, but with Ramon Lopez, and the album's called Mantle. So it's Natsuki Tamura again on trumpet, Satoko Fuji on piano, and Ramon Lopez on drums. And the album's called Mantle. These are cool. These two on this label are cool. They're kind of like really nicely packaged. Okay, this is Melaine Dalibert, and the album is called, or Melaine Dalibert Anastasis Philippakopoulos Piano Works. Nothing else. Here's a John Zorn, or something on Zodic. This is John Zorn, and the album is called Azoth, or Azoth. Jay Campbell, Michael Nicholas, Jorge or George Roder, Ches Smith. 5 songs. The Monk Watches the Eagle by Keith Tippett. Keith Tippett did a jazz fusion album in the late 60s that's really famously obscure or whatever. The Keith Tippett Group. And this is, I guess, a modern day recording by him. So he's got to be on up there in his 70s at least. He's a conductor, composer, whatever, but this is interesting. It contains seems like a quartet of 2 quartets of singers, soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, recorded for the BBC. So very interesting. I think it's all vocal music. This is Nate Woolley. Once again, he shows up on Clean Feet a bunch, but this is Nate Woolley, and this is on Pyroclastic Records, and the album's called 7-Story Mountain 6. There's something written on the cover, like a sentence. Or is that the back?
It's the front.
Either way, well, let's see. Yeah, that's the front. That's the back. Let's see here. Sarah Henney's Spectral Malsconsities on New World Records. Sarah Henney's doesn't say who plays what, but
It's very reflective. Turn it, yeah. No, towards you. Yeah. Better.
this is Sylvie Courvoisier Trio, Free Hoops. His name of the album, and also Sylvie Courvoisier, Drew Gress, and Kenny Wallison. Kenny Wallison on drums, Drew Gress on bass, Sylvie Courvoisier on piano, and she wrote all the pieces. There are 9 songs. It's on Intact Records out of Switzerland. Cool album cover. This is, boy, hard to tell. Well, it looks to be a trio of some kind. I can't read on the spine. It has some symbology. It says Oghetto. Oh, this is the other thing that Frank Meadows is in, Oghetto. So this is Oghetto, and it has Frank Meadows on bass, Carmelo Campilonio on drums, and Michael Flanagan on guitar and electronics.
Lean it towards you.
A Drop of Sun Records, or Drop of Sun Studios, Asheville, North
Lean
Carolina.
the top towards you. It reflects off the table. The top, like this. Yeah, like that. Perfect. And they all have a protective cover, and it picks up all of this. that?
This is the Dorf / Phil Niblock, and maybe it's a split, and it's called Biobab Echoes. Let's see. Disc 1 is called Biobab, and disc 2 is called Echoes. And two different artists is a Dorf and Phil Niblock. 2020 Umland Records. This is Quinn Kirchner, The Shadows and the Light. 2-disc, Astral Spirits Records. Quinn Kirchner, Nick Brost, Rob Clearfield, Jason Stein, Nick Mazzarella, Nate Lapine, Matt Ullery, and Greg Ward. It doesn't say what they play, but that's like at least 8 people. Yeah, two CDs. This looks like, oh, it looks like something on ECM, but it's not. This is also on Intact Records. This is Ohm, and the album's called It's About Time. Let's see, Ernst Limgruber on saxophone, Christy Doran on guitar and devices, Bobby Burry on double bass and devices, and Freddie Studer on drums, and Bode Metal. 8 songs, Intact Records. Let's see, this is Hermione Johnson, and the album is called Tremble. It's on Relative Pitch Records. Hermione Johnson playing prepared piano. It is 6 tracks. The 6th one is 28 minutes long. The other ones are about 5 minutes long. 2020 Relative Pitch Records. Something else on Zodic. This is John Zorn's Calculus. The Ghost of Departed Quantities and Parabolas are the 2 songs. It has Brian Marcella on piano, Trevor Dunn on bass, and Kenny Wollesen on drums. Kenny Wollesen is just awfully prolific this year. But everybody knows Trevor Dunn from, gosh, I don't know how many bands, but he's played with, is he in some Mike Patton stuff? Let's see, this is Patrick Higgins, and the album is called Toxin. It's spelled Tocsin, not Toxin, Tocsin, Toxin. Pretty cool artwork, really hard to read though. List the names, Vicky Chow, something, Wet Ink Ensemble. Anyway, cool art, calligraphy. And last one, this is Lucian Band, John Sermon, and Matt Maneri. It's called Transylvanian Folk Songs. This is on Sunnyside Communications Records. And has about 9 or 10 songs. It has Lucian Band on piano, John Sermon on saxophone and clarinet, Matt Maneri on viola. Cool art. There we go. That's it. There's the haul.